last week on the coach's show. Both the guys are just solid individuals, solid human beings, growing as men, and very talented, extremely talented. I mean, Colin is extremely fast. He's got a dot. He puts the ball on the money, and that's only time to tell, when we get to see him down the line. But, as far as him and Jaden's connection goes, that's 2 touchdowns between the two. I think there's a little karma going from the coach, so Kent.
I think you got that right. Well, the Griffins will be on offense to start this ball game. They're wearing their red pants, white jerseys, and red numerals along with their blue hats. The Oilers are wearing their all-black jerseys and pants with the orange numerals and the black helmets with the oil derrick on either temple. Beautiful night here for football. 68 degrees under clear skies. Very, very little wind at all. I'd say there's no breeze as we're about ready to get this Sunset League game underway.
And look who's back there ready to return the football. Brand new USC player, future USC player.
Isaiah Rubin.
Yep, Isaiah's back there. He's getting ready for return. Last week he had a pick 6, interception for a touchdown. And Los Al's going big. They got the hands team down there as well, looking for Huntington Beach just in case they do anything wild here.
Ball's teed up at the 40-yard line on the right hash mark. Huntington Beach approaches the ball. And we're underway. Short kick. Takes a bounce and run down by the 10. Carson Clark, he's got it at the 10. Left sideline he goes. A whole traffic jam of Oilers down there to hold the Griffins in very poor field position back at their 15-yard line as they start the drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, crafty kick there. The kicker was able to kick the ball, put it right about the 20-yard line, maybe the 15, just behind Carson Clark. The ball bounced, took a nice little roll to Huntington Beach's favor. Carson was able to pick the ball up and bring it back to the 15. That's not ideal starting position for the Griffins.
Griffins will come out in a one-back set. Looks like Anthony League will get the nod to start this drive. Ball's in the left hash mark. Esparza sends troop receivers out to the right side. Carson Clark by himself on the left. Esparza inside handoff. That's League. No, Esparza keeps it himself. He's at the 20-yard line. Get to the outside, 25. Down to the 27-yard line. Esparza, first down run to start this ball game. 12 yards on the first carry.
And Esparza, with the heads up, he actually seen that he had Devon Mitchell there for the block and allowed Devon to pick up a block and picked up an extra 5 yards himself to get the first down.
Waiting for the sticks to get set up as the Griffins are right on the ball. Fast break offense. And those sticks are set up, and here we go. I'll send Carson Clark off. A little field work there as Gerard Terry checks in for him. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Quickly sets up outside. That's Hayden Elegon. He's got it. Takes a big hit just before he goes out of bounds. He'll pick up 9 yards on first down.
Hayden Elegon, coming off of a 120-plus yard game last week, has really become a staple for the Griffins in the second half of the season.
Anthony League checks out for the Griffins. Single back. That's Lenny Ibarra. He gets it up the middle, 40-yard line, breaks a tackle, breaks another, out crosses midfield into Oiler territory, down to the 48-yard line. Lenny Ibarra, he comes into this game averaging 8 yards a carry, and he ripped off a big run there on first down.
Lenny got past the 50, and we're already on the football, ready to go again, Kent.
Ibarra stays in the backfield, offset to the left. He gets a handoff again. Right side he goes. Following Makai Stewart. He's at the 30. Breaks outside to the 20. Down to the 15. Still on his feet. Near the 10-yard line. Lenny Ibarra rips off a huge run as Makai Stewart paved the way for him all the way down the field.
That little trick there from Huntington Beach. Huntington Beach wasn't quite aware where the ball was going there. Lenny Ibarra gets the block and outran his blocker, and then was tackled.
1st and 10, Griffins at the 11. Ibarra gets it again. Left side he goes this time. Stiff arms one man. He's going to be in trouble, and down he goes. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Really the first successful play on defense for Huntington Beach. They've been having a bit of trouble with Los Alamitos. The Los Alamitos line really creating some space right now for the run game and pass game.
Well, everybody's having some trouble as it looks like the line guys are they're not quite used to this pace either. The guys holding the sticks. As we get to second down, and there's a flag on the play. Didn't see that. They're going to march off 10 against the Griffins. Likely going to be holding. I had not seen a penalty yet, and still don't see it. Don't see anything marked, but Griffins are back 10 yards. First down and 20. Back to the 15-yard line.
And for our listeners out there, if you're listening today on Spreaker and you'd like to catch the game on YouTube, look at the Showdown Series 7 vs. 7 page. You'll find it up there live right now.
Sparza back to pass, got time. Mitchell's got in and out of his hand, dropped that right at the 20-yard line. Hit him right in the mitts, and those big hands could bring that in. Second down.
Yeah, Devon already knows he's going to hear it from Pops tonight.
Yep.
That one hit him in the hands. 2 guys in coverage, but Devon didn't flip those hands over. He tried to catch it a little bit more with the body, and it didn't work out.
Trips out to the right side. League offset to the right of Esparza. Now Esparza checks back, looking for a changing signal. And there's a flag on the play again. Not sure what this one's about. They're going to mark the Griffins off for another 5. I think that was a false start. The White Hat's not doing a whole lot of giving us an indication of what the flag's about. Well, here we go. Third down and a whole long. Esparza takes off, sets up throws, looking for it all into the end zone, knocked away and incomplete. Looking for Carson Clark on that.
Alonzo did a good job with the pocket breaking down around him. He was able to step up into the groove of the pocket. He stopped himself right before hitting the line of scrimmage and put that ball in the air to Carson Clark. Carson Clark was middle of the end zone. Probably could have came back for that football and helped his quarterback out a bit.
We've got 4th down here. I want to say it's 3rd because of the penalties, but it says 4th on the yard marker there. Anyway, back to pass to Esparza. Got time, sets up throws in and out of the hands of Carson Clark, incomplete. And I could swear that that was only 3rd down, but okay.
That's going to be another one of those, Kent, where we go back and watch the film and have to send something into CIF if it wasn't right, but we're going to just guess that we're not right now, and these guys got it correct.
Well, Coach Fenton was over there. He had something to say about something, and he had some hand signals about this flag, because that last flag they actually moved the down marker when they moved it back. And generally, you don't have a flag. I mean, you don't lose it down on a flag. So, anyway, 1st and 10, Huntington Beach. They've got it at their 31-yard line. Brady Edmonds is the quarterback. He's a freshman, 6'5", 215-pound, good-looking kid. Handoff, up man, not a whole lot of movement there for the running back. That's Tyler Young. He picked up a yard on the play. He's averaging 6 yards a carry coming into this ball game.
And that's a combination tackle by linebackers Zachariah Misa and Mr. Regis himself.
Jackson Regis for the Griffins. You got to look for their big offensive tackle, Justin Tuanuu, number 74 on the left side. And see if the Griffins can provide a little pressure. 2nd down and 9. 2 receivers off to the left side. Edmonds calls for the ball, play action fake, sets up throws, looking deep down the right side, incomplete. Gerard Terry in coverage over there. Running stride for stride with the intended receiver, 3rd down.
What Gerard did good there. Gerard never got into trail format. He stayed to the side of the receiver. Receiver got an inside break, which is nice for the receiver there. Quarterback puts on the money. There's really no way to beat that as a corner, but he stayed right on his hip, and he was able to cause enough problems for that ball to be incomplete.
Well, you got two shorter receivers. The Griffins have been facing tall receivers for the last 3 weeks, and now some of the shorter, shiftier guys may present a little problem. I know that when you talk with Josh Tuchek on the show, he wasn't really thrilled with the shorter guys. 3rd down and 9, trips out to the left side. Edmonds back to pass, looks left, sets up throws it up in the air for grabs and incomplete, just out of the reach of the intended receiver out there for Huntington Beach. That was Nico Lopez, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And in coverage there is Foster Slaughter and Joshua Tuchek's. Slaughter coming over top from safety position, undercuts the receiver. Tuchek's just dropping into his zone. Good coverage there for the Griffins. That'll bring up 4th down in a punting situation for Huntington Beach.
Carson Clark drifts inside his 35-yard line and waiting this punt. Punts from the right hash mark. He's standing inside his 20-yard line. Good snap. Gets it away. Barely gets it away. High kick. It's not returnable. Goes off to the side and will be tagged dead right at the 34-yard line. Late flag comes in. We'll see what this flag's about.
Looked like we have a little trouble there. Carson Clark communicating to the guys in front of him that ball was going to be short. It's one of those things when you're a returner, you try to kind of move yourself up to where the ball is going to drop so that you can clear your people out, even if you're not going to make that catch. That one almost hit the back of a Griffins player. Would have been disastrous.
Well, they're going to get the Griffins for a hold, which really does, again, not sure why the Griffins would hold on a kick that's not returnable. But anyway, the official way back in the end saw something he didn't like, and the Griffins will start this drive back at their own 24-yard line. 8:54 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Los Alamitos and Huntington Beach. Esparza, handoff, right side. That's Anthony League. Runs into a little bit of a wall right at the 29-yard line after a 5-yard pickup.
That time Lee was tackled on that play by Brandon Salou. The defensive end comes up and makes tackle on Anthony League after a 3-yard gain on first down.
League torched the Oilers last year with 170 yards rushing. League again up the middle. He goes, breaks a tackle. He's at the 40. He's at midfield and more. He's at the 45. Inside the 45, down to the 41-yard line goes Anthony League. Big run off there on second down. First down, Griffins.
Anthony League adding to that 10-yard per carry average that he has this season with a 20-yard carry right there.
Griffins on the ball quickly. Chain gang trying to get set up. Griffins are shifting around. They'll stack trip receivers to the left side. Esparza sets up quickly. Elegon's got it. He breaks a tackle, gets inside the 30-yard line. Another first down for the Griffins down to the 29-yard line.
Gotta love how crisp Elegon's game is. Right there, he gets the ball in his hands running a short route. Immediately high steps as they're trying to tackle his legs. That's how he's able to get to the first down.
First and 10 Griffins at the Huntington Beach 29-yard line. Handoff. Lenny Ibarra's got it. He's at the 20. Breaks outside. He's at the 15. He's going! Touchdown! Griffins! Lenny Ibarra!
And Lenny Ibarra hits the hole hard. Takes a quick left, a hard right, goes straight into the end zone untouched. He really tricked that safety and put him on his butt before walking in to the end zone for the touchdown.
Lenny Ibarra rips off a 29-yarder. He's got to be close to 70 yards rushing already here in the first quarter on their second drive. Benji Gamarnik on to try the extra point out of the hold of Colin Creason. Good snap. It's down. It's up. And it is good. So with 7:43 to go here in the first quarter, Los Alamitos 7, Huntington Beach 0.
And a great start for the Griffins tonight after having a bit of trouble on offense there that first series. Giving it back to Huntington Beach, and Huntington Beach, our defense gets off the field relatively quick. Huntington Beach kicks back to us, and we run right down the field. Kent, that looked good. I liked how it looked. I like Elegon getting involved early and often. Want to see a little bit more, want to see Carson Clark get out there and get those hands dirty as well.
Yeah, you want to see a big game from Carson tonight. Hayden Elegon, bigger target, and Carson Clark's got to create that separation to be able to find opening down there in the zone. You got to expect Carson's going to show up big.
Yeah, I think so, and good play. Last defensive series by Gerard Terry in coverage to make that a possibility. On third down, they got the stop, and it's nice to have a speedy corner out there to do things like that for us. Yeah,
if the Griffins are able to do a lot of different things on defense. They got the smaller corners if they need to, between Jackson Bennett and Gerard Terry. Gerard Terry, a great running back in his own right, just coming back from an ankle, but he seems to be okay. McLaughlin booms this one away and into the end zone, and Huntington Beach will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So I'll tell you that from McLaughlin himself. That ball was kicked perfectly on the sweet spot.
Is that right?
No wind coming our direction, and just gracefully flowed very high and about 8 yards deep into the end zone. That's something I can never do, Kent.
Well, we had Benji Gamarnik and Connor McLaughlin on our coaches show a while back, and we got a kicking seminar. Okay, let's see what Huntington Beach can do here on their second possession of the ball game, down 7-0. Shotgun set for Edmonds. Back to pass. He looks right now. He goes left. Toss out quickly to the back. Shakes one tackler. As Tuchek got him in and out of his grasp and was able to shake that tackle and break it out for a short 4-yard gain.
I think Tuchek wanted to give him the boom. Couldn't quite get his body in position to do it without getting a targeting. ended up going for a nice wrap-up tackle and slid down and got to run those feet. The corners don't always get expertise on that out there all the time, but did a good job nonetheless of getting a hand on him so the next guy could get up and get him out of bounds.
Tyler Young's 5'9", $170. A lot of that weight's down in his legs. Handoff, Young's got it and runs into a wall, and boy, he didn't. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. He didn't. He'll lose a yard on the play. 3rd down and 7.
No, he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, and impressive play there from the defensive line, and specifically linebacker Iverick Kerrigan making a great read on that play. No hesitation in the step, goes straight through the hole and meets his defensive line back there to make a tackle in the backfield.
3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 7 for the Oilers. They'll send 2 receivers off to the right side. Ball's on the left hash mark. Single back to pass is Edmonds. He's got time, looks to his right, throws down and caught. Over the shoulder grab. What a grab into Griffins territory. Wow. What a grab there by Hunter Gray. Takes it all the way down to the Griffin 46-yard line. I mean, you talk about dropping a dime. Boy, that was a heck of a throw there by the freshman quarterback, Brady Edmonds. 1st and 10 at the Griffin 46-yard line. 6:35 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Los Al. Edmonds back to play action fake, sets up throws. Another grab. Hunter Gray, there's a flag on the play, but boy, he just laid out and made another grab. Actually, that's not Hunter Gray. That was, I believe that was, let's see, who was it? I think that was Ray on the reception. Pass interference against the Griffins. That'll be declined, and they'll take the result of the play. Another diving grab by the receiver for Huntington Beach.
That's a contended pass, right, Ken? But really, you can't put that better on the money as a quarterback. The young quarterback, Edmonds, just laced that in there against good cornerback play. And, the kid shows a lot of poise.
Yeah, he does. He gets a little bit of time. He's able to put the ball right where he needed to. And now they've got back protection. They've got two backs back that are with him to give him that extra time. 3 receivers in the set. Ball's on the right hash. 1st and 10 at the 23. Handoff. Trying to get outside Young, and he'll get swallowed up and lose 4 back to the 20. We'll get back to 27-yard line. Yeah,
and Tyler Young's going to really have to get those feet going in the backfield. He's stopping his feet there, and the Griffins played too fast as a defensive line and linebacker group for you to be stopping in the backfield.
Yeah, the whole lot of penetration over there by the Griffins. Couldn't see who got in there on the stop, but again, there was a whole wall of white that just pushed the black back. 2nd and 14. 2 receivers to the left side this time. Hunter Gray's in the slot. Play action pick, sets up throws, complete out to the left side. Breaks a tackle. He's got enough. He's going to be close to a 1st down, depending on the spot. He's got it. 1st down. Huntington Beach down to the Los Alamitos 12-yard line.
Second time tonight we've ran ourselves out of a tackle there, taking a bad angle. Looked like Isaiah and Tuchek ran into each other, allowing the receiver to get that 1st down.
1st and 10 down to the Griffin 12-yard line. 4:54 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Los Al, but Huntington Beach is knocking on the door. 2 receivers off to the right. Back to pass Edmonds. Under pressure throws. Oh, and he's just crushed, and flags come out as Tuchek just absolutely waylaid the receiver, and they're going to get him for hitting too hard.
And that's the one I was talking about last time, Kent. That was the same thing. Tuchek was going to take that guy's head off down there on the other side of the field, and he let up on the play because he wasn't in body position to keep those eyes up, right? So he did the right thing. Right there, ball gets lofted to a running back. Tuchek's eyes are clearly up, puts a face mask right into his chest, and knocks the kid to his butt. And we've got zebras down there that are a little too scared of contact. They're over, they're used to coaching at reffing at 7-on-7 leagues, and they don't like that type of stuff. So I don't know.
Well, I actually heard some NFL officials talking about the same thing, and basically what it is, it's a collision foul. If it's you hit them that hard, It's got to be a foul. So that's what it is. That's
football.
Yeah, well, that's what officials are doing. First and 4 now. Edmonds back to pass, looking for the end zone. Over the shoulder and incomplete. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver on the far corner of the end zone. Second down.
Just so we're clear, Ken, I'll take one of those hits from Tuchek once a game. Those make me feel alive again.
Yeah, that thinks former safety now, then linebacker. You love those are one of those slobber knocker plays, and everybody in the stands loves watching it. But you kind of know it's gonna, you hit too hard, it's gonna be a foul.
People don't get it too. That's why you put in all that work watching film is to get yourself a hit like that, to be in the right position to just go knock somebody's, knock their head off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, second down and 4. Young, the setback. Back to pass. Edmonds got time. Sets up throws and dangerous throw. Flag comes in late. I'm not sure if the receiver got held up there, but he couldn't get into his route, and Edmonds threw the ball. Unfortunate that Iverick Kerrigan didn't just pick it off. Let's check out this flag.
Receiver had no touch on that release. If there was a call, it had to been on the outside cornerback against his receiver, because that receiver was in a free release. Quarterback tries to throw the short slant. Iverick Kerrigan was sitting right there in coverage. Iverick Kerrigan has been great in pass coverage as a linebacker all year long. I could see that kid going and playing in a cover 2 scheme somewhere where he has to cover as a linebacker.
Well, they got pass interference against the Oilers, an offensive flag. Didn't quite see where that was coming from.
Had to been the battle on the right side between Tuchek and one of their receivers. That's the only thing I can imagine, Kent.
Matt Falpusa checks into the ball game for the Griffins. Big number 78 in white. Second down and 17 back at the 21-yard line. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Edmonds back to pass. Sets up, throws quickly, and incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. As
Iverick Kerrigan.
Iverick Kerrigan came and made the hit. Again, I think he pulled off on that one, and that's the difference, between a penalty and not a penalty. If you come in full bore, you're going to get a flag.
Iverick could have taken a little bit more on that.
Oh, yeah, he could have. And maybe that's that whole defensive receiver thing.
That one right there, that's another one where you're just in the right place as a linebacker because you watch good film. And, Iverick every week does extra film study outside of the team room, and you see it on the field every week. He's in position to make plays.
Third down, 17. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Edmonds back to pass, looks to his right. He's in trouble, and down he goes. Crushed back at the 30-yard line as Manoa Falpusa just comes in and collapses him.
Kent,
I want to say that was Mason Lano back there as well. But
Kent, that's Manoa Falpusa combining with Devon Mitchell, combining with Andre Taylor, combining with Jackson Regis. So you got about 1,000 pounds of solid muscle and everything else landing on you as a freshman quarterback?
Yeah.
That doesn't feel too good, but I'm sure, not an experience that's new to everybody. I think Malachi felt that a few times as a freshman, and that's one of those that will make you realize you've reached real high school football now.
Yeah, those are some big guys getting him. Fourth down, keeping the offense on the field. They got to get to the 3-yard line. Ball's at the 28. Edmonds back to pass. He's in trouble again. Steps up, and he's crushed. Devon Mitchell on the stop this time. He gets sacked back to the 30-yard line, and the Griffins will take over on downs.
Oh, man, I wish you guys could see the smile on my face right now. Devon Mitchell, that time, instead of bull rushing the outside from the left defensive end position, he goes hard bull rush and then swings right back in per what we call a stunt. As he swings in for that stunt, quarterback steps up in the pocket and just runs right into Devon. Devon takes him and almost suplexes the guy down to the ground.
Very promising drive for the Oilers. Stalls, and the Griffins take over. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. 3:28 to go here in the first. Sets up quickly. Mitchell's got it. He's at the 30. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another at the 40. Down to the 42-yard line goes Devon Mitchell. Actually, they're going to mark, right at the 42 for a first down. Comes up a little hobbling there with his ankle. He might have to come off there. His ankle's definitely looks like he got rolled up on a little bit, so he'll come off.
That was good blocking on the outside by Zion Scrivens and Makai Stewart there to lead Devon Mitchell on that play.
Beckham Hoffman comes in to replace Mitchell, number 84 for the Griffins. They'll set 3 stacked off to the left side on 1st and 10. Esparza back to pass. He's got time, sets up, throws quickly. Hoffman's got it, 1st down and more. That's Beckham Hoffman's first catch of the season for the Griffins, as Beckham Hoffman, the sophomore, gets out to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Los Al.
Hey, that's got to be a big kudos to TJ Fenton and Alonzo Esparza. They bring the new tight end in. Tight end comes in, slinks out to the out, and he hits him right in stride. Great catch.
1st and 10, inside handoff. Flag on the play. Anthony League breaks a tackle, breaks another. He's headed to the pay dirt, but that one's going to come back. A 44-yard touchdown run by Anthony League, and we're coming back on that one. The Griffins got it caught for a hold. That flag came out right at the point of attack, and I think one of our guests of last week's show got caught with that one.
What can you say?
We'll save him the embarrassment and just.
You would have to go find who the guest on last week's show was.
And guess who it was? Okay. Well, that'll move him back 10 yards. So let's check the down mark and make sure it still stays at 1st down. It does. Okay. 1st and 20 now for the Griffins at the 46. Esparza back to pass quickly out to Elegon. He's got it. 1st down. Breaks a tackle. Oh, almost gets through another. Down to the 41-yard line. And there's another hold on the play. A flag came out here on this sideline, holding against Los Alamitos. So that's going to remove that big run. So I think we got some holding on the outside to free Elegon. So that'll remove that 12-yard pickup, and the Griffins will be looking at a 1st down and 30. But, with the way the Griffins are able to pick up yards in chunks, I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot.
Marcelo with a good tackle on that play. Elegon with a good route. Not sure where the holding came from.
And another flag on the play. Let's see what this one's about. I guess today's Flag Day. I thought that was in June, isn't it? Isn't Flag Day in June?
Honorary flags thrown out today for the acceptance of flag football into the USA Olympics again. Flag everywhere.
I love it. Flag football.
It's real flag football tonight, boys.
That was 5 against Huntington Beach. So 1st down and 17. Handoff right side. Lenny Ibarra breaks a tackle, breaks another. The rugby player just uses his body, gets all the way down to the inside the 50, down to the 47-yard line, 46-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 12 for the Griffins.
He got wrapped up high and threw him off with a stiff arm. Very nice play by Lenny Ibarra.
Anthony League checks in at running back. Trips out to the left side. Elegon's by himself to the right. League gets it right side. Big hole, takes a big block, breaks a tackle, breaks another. 1st down Griffins down near the 32-yard line.
And League running smoothly there off tackle to the right side. He's able to split 2 defenders and then gets tackled in the 2nd level.
Boy, Makai Stewart, just a huge block again for the Griffins. 1st and 10 at the Huntington Beach 32. 1:34 to go here in the 1st quarter. Griffins up 7-0. Esparza rolling out to his left. Hit as he throws and incomplete. Carson Clark, the intended receiver out there, lost his footing, tried to come back for that one, as Esparza wasn't able to get a whole lot on it because of the pressure, and it goes incomplete.
It looked like we reach blocked to the left side on that play and had pressure come from the right. So you're down, and when the pressure comes from the other way, Alonzo's got to be able to roll out a little further, create that space for himself to get that ball out there to Carson Clark. That one came up just a bit short.
2nd down and 10 for the Griffs. Anthony Leak stutter step, takes on a big hit, and it's going to be close to another 1st down. Anthony League, he doesn't hit the hole like the rugby guys do. The rugby guys see a hole, they go. Anthony League stutter steps, and he does the Le'Veon Bell thing, and he picks up 10 yards, giving Griffins a 1st down at the Huntington Beach 23.
He ran over Zach James in the process as well.
Ibarra in the ball game. Hand off to him. Ibarra crosses the 20-yard line. Again, see the difference in styles as Ibarra just hits the hole like a rocket. He's not going to slow down a bit.
Well, it gets really hard on your linebackers because your linebackers have to wait for an extra second to get to Anthony League. But with Lenny Ibarra, they have to play it real quick because he's going to hit the hole hard. So we'll switch and change in pace helps the offense for the Griffins.
Empty backfield for the Griffins. Elegon gets it. He's at the 10. He's going in. Touchdown, Griffins! And there's a flag coming in late. And they're going to get the Griffins for blocking too hard. Pushing him on the ground. Oh, my God.
This is
ridiculous.
Starting to seem to me like the Griffins have too much college football talent on the field. And, when you're playing at that level, sometimes it just seems like you're beating up on the younger brother. And the refs, this year, the refs have just been very, very nice on the calls to our opponents. Anytime that we're blocking heavy, if we're throwing people to the ground or anything, especially the wide receivers, the Twin Towers out there, they're very, very mean when they block. And these refs just aren't used to seeing it.
Okay. All right, so here's what happened. The touchdown counts to Elegon. They're going to get the Griffins for a late block on the ground. So they're going to assess that on the kickoff. The touchdown counts. So, anyway, they're going to get the Griffins for... It reminds me of that the blindside play where Michael Orr took that guy, into the stands and blocked him into the stands. It kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, inevitably the linemen like to bury him.
Yeah, I think it's called the pancake. As Gamarnik tacks on the extra point, it is good. So with 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Los Alamitos 14, Huntington Beach 0.
And if you guys know anything about this offensive line and who they're led by, they want to put people in the ground. They want to go to war. They express themselves through football. They really want to get to it. They want to establish dominance. And, some of the fouls I really don't like, but when our offensive lineman just drove somebody into the ground, that doesn't exactly hurt my heart.
Well, speaking of the offensive line, that's coached by Steve Mao. And he's got a friend of his up here in the press box with us, Dan Trong, wants to give a special shout out of love to his buddy Steve Mao. So Coach Trong says, or Dan Trong says hello to you, Steve Mao, and I'm sure you're going to be listening in later on as the Griffins tack on the 14th point.
Yeah, always nice to be out here at Shoe Field in Huntington Beach, Kent. We're very familiar with this stadium. It isn't the mile-high climb that stadium is, but very nice stadium. Always got a great vibe to it, and, of course, the offshore breeze that comes from the ocean.
That's too bad. That's too bad, isn't it? Yeah, we got a nice little breeze coming in here. Well, that personal foul moved the ball back to the 25-yard line, and that's where McLaughlin will be kicking off. It'd be a heck of a leg to get this one into the end zone. As the right-footed kicker approaches the ball, booms it away. It's returnable, taken at the 20. He's 25-30, and gets to about the 36-yard line and taken down there. And that's Nico Lopez, the return man, and that's going to give Huntington Beach 1st and 10 with 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Well, the Griffins on offense have done pretty much what the Griffins do. They've got to be close to 200 yards of total offense here already in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to start the game, Kent.
No, it's not. It's both ways, running and throwing. The Griffins they're tough.
And out there on that last play, that was Zach Misa and Regis making the tackle on special teams. Right now we got Exodus Outlow coming off the edge, getting ready to do this thing first we've seen of him tonight.
As the Griffins have lots of guys that'll rotate in. Trips the receivers out to the left side, ball's on the right hash at the 36. Edmonds pulls it out and almost intercepted out there as Gerard Terry couldn't quite haul that one in. Jumped the route, and Edmonds thought it was going to go in, but the receiver stayed outside, and boy, lucky didn't pull that one in.
Yeah, that was actually Taydun Rogers out there making a great play from the cornerback position. We've seen him everywhere this year, from nickel to safety to corner. That time he's step for step with the receiver, makes a dive for the football, is not able to get to it.
2nd down and 10. Yeah, that is right. That was Tatum. Tatum's has a pick 6 on the season. Actually, right here at Shoe Field against the Fountain Valley.
Only reason I'm able to see that, Kent, is because of our great film team here.
Oh, that's true.
Getting us on the screen.
I should actually look at that, right? 2nd down and 10. Trips to the left side this time. Play action fake. Edmonds back to pass. He's in trouble, and he's taken down right at the 30-yard line. Another sack by the Griffins.
And a big sack from big game Iverick Kerrigan. He's been playing in the backfield all night, Kent. He's been hungry. He wants to get some of those stats himself, and Iverick is on the board with a sack for the night, a solo sack. Not something you see too often from the Griffins. Usually it's 3 or 4 guys knocking that guy down back there.
Well, that whole line of scrimmage got pushed back into Edmonds, and he really had no place to step up to go. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. The score at the end of 1, Los Alamitos 14 and Huntington Beach 0. Going to give some shout-outs here. A special shout-out to the film crew tonight. We got Kyan Witten and Cole Miller up here in the press, up near the press box. And then Sophia Rivas, our end zone fill crew, is down there. And she's taking a look at us to see what she's doing. There's Sophie on the screen. Got a big shout-out and love to her. Also going to give a special shout out to Griffins alums Paul and Cindy Kressler here on a date. So here's date night for Paul and Cindy. Hopefully get to see them after the game. Haven't seen them in a while. Paul's a grandpa now. And to the rest of the crew out there, also special thanks to our pseudo sound person, my wife, my lovely wife Carmen. So thanks, honey, for listening in and making sure our sound's right coming out over the air.
Yeah, Ken, it's been a great season so far. Been really fun. Upping our broadcast game and podcast game. We're starting to make a little bit of wave here. Feeling comfortable in it. And
Justin, I'm telling you, this screen up here makes a huge difference, especially at Vet Stadium. At Vet Stadium, feels like you're right there. Here, it's just like, wow, it's like having being 2 feet away from a big screen.
Yeah, I got to give a big shout out to Cole Miller and Kyan Witten, doing their thing up here for us. It wouldn't be possible without them, and glad to bring them on this year. 3rd down and 15, back at the 30. Edmonds sets up quickly, complete out to the left side and tackled right away. Right at we're going to give him the 35-yard line, well short of the first down. That'll bring up a 4th down and 11 in a punting situation for Corona Del Mar. For Huntington Beach. Corona Del Mar was last week, right? And it's tough when somebody's out there making a tackle they won't even have on the number sheet. That was 87.
87 for us. You know who that is, right? That's Gerard Terry.
Oh, it was Gerard. Okay.
Yeah, that's his stealth number. He wears 87 in white. 7 last year. I think Malachi took it home with him. That was his number last year, so I think you got it. 4th down and 12. Back in punting formation for Huntington Beach is Steele Kurtz. Low kick, really low. Wow, it almost hit the lineman in the butt. And it rolls down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Stop there. That might be the lowest kick I've ever seen. That literally did not get more than 5 feet off the ground.
It's interesting kick. I've never seen one like that either.
How did you not? What did you like kick in between guys? That's a very unique kick. Well, okay. Definitely not returnable. Lucky it didn't hit anybody. Maybe that's the idea. Is you kick it so low and hard, it might
knock
hit a guy.
Off somebody.
Yeah. Okay, Griffins have it. 1st and 10. Trips out to the left side this time. Esparza keeps it, throws. Mitchell's got it. He's at the 40. And takes a good size hit as he takes that big frame on out for an 8-yard gain on 1st down.
It's surprising, anytime we lay a hit, it's a flag. And, Alonzo gets that ball out, takes a hit, and it was close, but definitely a little bit late of a hit. And that's Devon Mitchell back on the ground.
Yeah, I think he's still got a weak ankle. Yeah, that ankle's bugging him. Yeah.
It's like the right ankle.
Yeah.
He's frustrated.
I'm okay not seeing Devon the rest of the night. I want to see him get ready for next week's showdown against Huntington Beach.
Bud. Don't unlace the shoe.
Yeah.
Tie the shoe back up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's he came back in. He's had a little trouble with the ankle here the last couple weeks, and this time it's okay. Time to come off. And that's a big guy coming off. Just hope he's gets that thing ready in time for next week's ball game against Edison. The showdown, the Sunset League showdown at Vets for the Sunset League champion. Well, we'll see a lot more of Beckham Hofflin in tonight's ball game after him bringing in his first reception of the season. Okay, 2nd down and 1. 2 receivers to the left side on either side of the formation. League's got it, bursts through the hole, crosses midfield, 1st down and more. Gets out to the 46-yard line of Huntington Beach. 1st down, Griffins.
Griffins just keep it moving. They're getting a good push by that offensive line there on that side, led by number 51, Caleb Martinez.
Trips out to the right side this time. Ibarra in the backfield. Fake to him. Kept by Esparza. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's going. Touchdown, Griffins. Alonzo Esparza. 46 yards down the left sideline. He's in for a touchdown.
Alonzo Esparza putting the keys in the Porsche. Zoom right, zoom left into the touchdown. Untouched. That's good running from your quarterback. He is he's a sneaky one. It doesn't look like he's that fast, but as a defender, when he makes that move on you, he really gets the edge as well. And like I said, goes in there untouched.
That's the longest run of the season, his 5th touchdown of the year. This was a 47-yarder as Gamarnik bangs home the extra point score at the end with 10:16 to go here in the first half. Los Alamitos 21, Huntington Beach 0. As Alonzo Esparza just pulled it out and took it down right, started up the middle, then took it out to the left side and used that speed of his to get it into the end zone untouched for the Griffins.
Kind of big shout out tonight to our buddy Danny Evans out here. He's one of the owners of Ethica. We've seen Devon down there doing his thing, got injured, but probably repping the Ethica and local guys. One of the number 1 tight ends in the nation. We want Devon to get back there, get some ice on that ankle. You know, rest, ice, compression, and get ready for next week. It didn't look too good the first time it happened, and then when you go out there and try to play on it and it happens again, I think you're right, Kent. Probably time to shut it down.
Yeah, I mean, easy for me to say, but
I mean, if you're Devon, you don't want to shut it down. Don't get me wrong. As a player, you're like, nope, I'm getting back out there and playing with my guys. But
yeah,
you got very smart coaching staff, and you know, I don't think that it wouldn't hurt to have some other guys get some targets on offense.
Well, we'll talk about the potential Division II playoffs coming up here at halftime. Yeah, again, a little bit early, but love to talk about it. Okay, McLaughlin booms this one away. Taken at the 1. It's returnable. He's at the 10. Up the middle he goes. Now he takes it out to the right side. Now back up the middle. And gets it down right around the 23-yard line. That goes Nico Lopez, the junior, on the return for Huntington Beach.
Tackle made there on special teams. That was a combination of Regis, Motudi, and Blake Vera. Blake Vera, the senior defensive back, getting some playing time there on special teams and making a tackle.
Vera, wasn't he the guy? Didn't he get a touchdown last week?
I believe so. He's 17.
No, that was Gavin Vera.
Oh, yeah, Gavin, that's right.
Gavin Vera got the touchdown. His only touch, he's averaging 61 yards a carry on the season. 1 touch goes for 61 yards last week against Corona Del Mar. Okay, Edmonds got it, 1st and 10. Right at his 23-yard line, going from left to right. In their all black and orange jerseys. High snap. Ball's on the ground and jumping on it inside the 15-yard line. Boy, again, it's hard to throw to center that one over the head of a 6'5" quarterback, but somehow it did. And Huntington Beach dodged a bullet.
And Mr. Rambo himself, Jackson Ranger, getting in there to make the tackle after the broken up play. Running back for Huntington Beach probably doing the right thing there, just hopping on the football and not making it any worse.
Yeah, that would have been really ugly. Loss of 8 on the play, 2nd down and 18. 2 receivers off to the left side this time. Single back behind Edmonds. Back to pass he goes, looks to the right, sets up looking for it all. Down the right sideline, complete. Boy, down the right side, he was wide open. As I'm not sure if there was a disconnect there in coverage, but wide open down the sideline goes the receiver, and that was Troy Foster. Big reception out to the Griffin 43-yard line.
Actually, it just looked like Tuchek was getting real handsy and playing corner in that situation, gets beat, and it may have been a coverage thing because we still had Foster Slaughter come over top there from the safety position to make the tackle and save a touchdown, but one of those ones that looked like we just got beat there.
Yeah, he definitely got beat by a lot. 1st and 10 at the Griffin 43-yard line. 9:18 to go here in the first half. 21-0 Griffins. 2 receivers off to the left side this time. Edmonds back, sets up, throws left, complete. They'll get him down to the 35-yard line, 8-yard pickup there on first down.
Tackle made on that play by a whole host of Griffins. Looked like Motuti was in there finishing it up. And that ought to bring up second and short.
Nico Lopez on the reception there, reaching out there, didn't alligator arm that one, and I wouldn't have blamed him if he did, as that throw led him right into the Griffins defenders, and perhaps after that last, not interception, but personal foul call, the Griffins may be pulling off a little bit on defense. Second down and 2. Edmonds, I'm impressed with Edmonds with his throws so far tonight. He's dropped a couple nice dimes in there for Huntington Beach.
Likewise, and he's very calm in the pocket.
Edmonds back to pass, sets up throws, and boy, flags all over the place as the Griffins got caught holding out there. Boy, I don't know if that was Gerard. I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
That was Gerard out there, got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, holding the defense, holding the receiver, and that's another not a personal foul, but a pass interference against the Griffins.
I'm not quite sure how Gerard keeps ending up on the outside of the wide receiver. I'm not sure if it's a technique done on purpose or if it's something that's happening through what's going on in the battle down there. But right there, it seemed like Gerard was out of position because he's to the outside hip of the receiver on the left sideline. Ball goes up in the air. Receiver has the inside position, so Gerard decided to just tackle him to the ground before allowing him to try to make a touchdown catch.
Well, the smaller, quicker receivers, again, giving the Griffins fits. First and 10 at the Griffins, 18-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield with Edmonds. Back to pass, looks right, sets up throws, complete. And Rubin in quickly on the stop after a pickup of 5 off to the right side.
Rubin proud to show off those new USC colors today as he announced at 1 p.m. that he will be playing quarterback for the University of Southern California. And on that note, I got to give a quick shout out, Kent. Some good friends out there, former Line 6 guys. Of course, Casey Iman, former kicking coach for us, and son to John Iman. Cody Maldonado, 30th birthday today, former number 44, definitely a Line 6 guy.
I remember Cody Maldonado.
Cody was a baller, man. I used to listen to his games when I was in college. He was 44. He was after Rob Vanderripe, and prior to that, Spencer Wilhelm. So then we've got Jordan Pounds over there as well. Obviously, Jordan Pounds and his brother, both legends where we come from when it comes to playing football. Both guys, really fun guys to be around, and football guys through and through. So I hope you guys are having a good time out there watching the game. Glad to have you guys watching in. And team and family, brothers.
Wow,
6.
I can't believe those guys. Those are some old names. We're going back to memory lane talking about those guys. And yeah, it was great. Glad they're listening in, watching in on Showdown Series. So hello, guys. Make sure you come up by and say hi one of these days. Huntington Beach takes a timeout here. 7:34 to go here in the first half. They're leading. They're behind 21-0, as they're going to be coming back with a second down and 6. Justin, when you see Brady Edmonds out there, who's he remind you of?
Man, Brady's tall. I've seen him a lot through the 7-on-7 series. You know, I'm not quite sure who I would put him towards yet, but he has a bit of a Matt Leinart-ness about him from me seeing Matt Leinart actually play at Mater Dei. He's very tall, and as a young quarterback, very smart in the way he plays the football game.
Second down and 6. Completing 51% of his passes coming into this ball game. Griffins come on a blitz, sets up throws into the end zone. Touchdown, Huntington Beach.
That was just a great play call for Huntington Beach. Edmonds hits his receiver in the corner of the end zone. We tried to strip that ball from him. Two-check trying to strip the ball. Receiver goes down. Touchdown gets called, and then the ball pops out. So touchdown nonetheless for Huntington Beach. They're on the board for the first time tonight. Brady Edmonds really doing that with the touch that he put on the football. Ken, who does Brady Edmonds remind you of?
Tom Brady. He's got that, he's not a real big running quarterback. He throws a really nice ball like Brady does. And he just seems to be real cerebral out there. And very poised as a ninth grader. And snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:28 to go here in the first half, Los Alamitos 21, Huntington Beach 7. As Edmonds connects on a touchdown pass to Foster. And they seem to be going after Josh Tuchek tonight.
Yeah, it's one of those things when you got a cornerback So early in the season, Josh was playing a little bit more off. Josh is used to being a handsy cornerback. So right now he's been playing up. It actually seemed like, I'm not sure what we were kind of in right there. I kind of caught the play on the end, but it seems like Josh is playing up. Corners or safeties providing help over top, and they're able to find that zone right in between the cornerback and the safety to make that completion.
Yeah, I don't know how the safety would be able to get over on that throw. I mean, the throw is, it's inside the numbers. It's well inside the numbers towards the sideline here, and it's the safety is not going to be able to get there to stop that unless he's really shading that particular receiver. I mean, that's almost like your quarterback's got to make that play. Okay. Griffins now back to receive this kickoff. Ball's at the 40-yard line, going from left to right. And ball
onside.
Kicked away. It's onside there. And the ball's free. I think Huntington Beach may have it. They do. Huntington Beach got the onside kick. Surprised the Griffins. And they keep the possession. Wow. Huntington Beach does a lot of stuff there especially even on their extra points, where they'll go for two quite a bit in that swinging gate formation. They ran two in last week against Fountain Valley, and tonight their special teams comes through again, and they get their onside kick. That's the first one recovered against the Griffins in what I can remember is a very long time.
Yeah, I don't remember any other onside kicks being recovered. I don't think since the time we've been at Los Al, but that was just a perfect onside kick, Kent. You couldn't draw it up better than that. The ball trickled its way to about the 11 yards out from where it was kicked, which is exactly where it needed to be. We had one guy try to jump for that football. Normally in that type of play, if you know the onside's coming, you need two of those guys to run forward, knock somebody's head off, and make sure that whoever's going for the football has some protection. They caught us off guard, hit us with the kitchen sink, and more importantly than anything, just hit a perfect onside kick.
Take a quick timeout here for a quick station ID. Got to give a big shout out to Matt Kerner, who's playing over at Keno's Restaurant in Anaheim Hills tonight. Matt Kerner's a new daddy and a great musician. So a lot of love to Matt. As Los Alamitos took a time out there to get settled in. And Huntington Beach has it 1st and 10 right at midfield. Edmonds play action fake, sets up throws, looking for it all again, and Tuchek this time in coverage. Flag comes in. Looks like he was running stride for stride there, but they're going to get him for pass interference, I think.
Both guys running stride for stride, body to body, both put a hand up, and they throw a flag.
Yeah,
I mean, this year has been the year of new referees. I'll just put it to you that way.
Justin, you trying to say there's home cooking going on?
There's a ton of new referees in this year. Last year, between COVID and last year, there was a ton of referees that basically left their field, and a bunch of new guys in, and we've seen a bunch of new guy kind of calls this year. It's been very inconsistent. That's not a pass interference. That needs to be looked over. It just wasn't even close to a pass interference.
1st and 10, Huntington Beach. They've got it at the Griffin 35-yard line. 7:21 to go here in the first half. 21-7 Griffins. Huntington Beach on the move. High snap. Oh, kept by Edmonds, and he gets taken back down. A big sack though by Jackson Regis.
Jackson Regis doing it again, coming off the left edge. No move necessary there. He just hits Edmonds hard, and Edmonds is grimacing a bit after that play. Taller quarterback and the shorter Regis really laid that hit on to him.
Regis packs a punch when he comes in there. Lost back to the 41-yard line, 2nd down and 16.
And what did Regis tell us? He said he came over to Los Al because they were going to allow him to play linebacker, play off the edge, put his hand in the ground if he needed to, and we've seen him everywhere. He's got sacks from every one of those positions. So Regis has done his part.
2nd down. 15 for Huntington Beach. Back to pass is Edmonds. Sets up, throws, hit as he throws. And the ball's caught! Down to the 20, inside the 20-yard line. Another first down for Huntington Beach. An over-the-shoulder grab there by the receiver. Because comes out of the backfield, taken by Anthony League, as Micah Riola was able to pull that one in for another Huntington Beach first down. There's a flag on the play. Not sure what that flag was. It might be against the Griffins for roughing the passer, but it looked like he was hit as he threw. I wasn't following it up. I wasn't really looking backwards.
Regis was on him right as he was throwing that football.
Well, that'll mark it half the distance to the goal. So you're going to have a first and goal now, just inside the 10-yard line for Huntington Beach.
It's precisely my point. Earlier, Alonzo Esparza takes a hit after letting go of the football in the exact amount of time, same as that hit was taken. And they call that one, don't call the other one. And it has a lot to do with the fact that Edmonds is standing in a pocket and Alonzo Esparza is moving.
First and goal. Two receivers to the left side. Ball's in the right hash mark. High snap. Rayola's got it. Inside the 10 he goes. And not much movement there at all. He might have gotten a foot, and that's about it.
Great run defense there for the Griffins.
Second and goal. Inside the 10. Yeah, you know, the Griffins come into this ball game averaging well over 100 yards in penalties a game, and going to be close to that already by halftime. Again, remember, averaging 100 yards in penalties, and that's over 8 games. The Griffins are just giving up a lot of penalties, and, you know, not the dumb ones. I mean, these are just penalties. It's not like you're getting unsportsmanlike or anything like that. It's just getting penalized a lot.
Hitting people too hard.
Yeah. Edmonds back to pass, looks left, looks corner of the end zone, wide open, touchdown. Boy, there's a blown coverage out there. And Coach Colby's not going to be happy at all, and neither will Coach Iman, as their defense got shredded on that drive.
Yeah, Los Alamitos is reeling a bit right now, Kent, because that onside kick has led to a great drive for Brady Edmonds and his team. Not quite sure what happened there. It looked like safety and cornerback must have got mixed up off to the far side of the field because they had 2 receivers in the end zone completely untouched, and we had 2 defenders not in the end zone. Not quite sure where they were supposed to go.
Armendara is on to try the extra point, snap down, and the kick is up. It is blocked.
And that is blocked due to the pressure caused by Los Alamitos Griffins.
Is that Dosh Tuchek in there on the block?
Honestly, I think the pressure and the block came from the center. It looked like Manoa Fapusa or Liki Lotulele. One of those big guys got a great push to the left side of the snapper, got his hands up, and to me, that's where it looked like the block happened.
Okay. Well, the score with 5:06 to go here in the first half. Los Alamitos 21, Huntington Beach 13. Still a 1-score ball game now. And hey, we got a ball game. How about that? Last year, the Griffins all over Huntington Beach, 48-7, and the Griffins have really had their way with Huntington Beach so far in the last 10 years. But so far tonight, on the arm of Brady Edmonds, Huntington Beach has found a new moxie with them. They're playing as spirited as I've seen them play since we've been covering this.
Yeah, Ken, and interesting to see. We got a bunch of guys on the return team here that are not always on the return team after just going against an onside kick. We got a lot of the younger sophomore guys here up on the front line. We'll have to see if Huntington Beach goes for it again.
Well, this isn't the hands team for sure. Ball's pooched away. Short kick taken by Kark. He's got it at the 30-yard line, makes a move, makes another move, dives across the 35 to the 36. That's where the Griffins will take over. 1st and 10 with 5 minutes to go, 5:02 to go here in the first half. Griffins up 21-13.
Carson Clark receiving that is able to find a little bit of a crease to get it back to the 40-yard line. That's going to, to the 36-yard line. That's going to give a good start for the Griffins here.
Well, let's see what the Griffins can do here on offense. Anthony League will be in the backfield alongside Alonzo Esparza, Alan Wimberly. Split out wide to the left. League gets it right side. He goes, cuts. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at midfield, taken down by the shoestring as he crossed midfield. down to the 49-yard line of Huntington Beach. Big run there on first down by Anthony League.
And Anthony League hitting that off tackle really with speed. That time, no hesitation in the running.
Trips to the left side this time. Hofflin in the slot. League again. Short gain this time as he gets met right at the line of scrimmage, driven backwards. He'll get a yard on the play, and that's about it.
And not great blocking there for the offensive line. It looks like we whiffed a bit on our blocks on the right side there, leading them to tackle Anthony right at the line of scrimmage.
The bar checks in at running back, trips out to the left side, ball's in the right hash, 2nd down and 9. Back to pass, Esparza steps into the pocket. Now he steps away, throws complete, left side, 40-yard line. He's at the 30, goes, Eligon inside the 10-yard line. Hayden Eligon, big catch and run all the way down to the Huntington Beach 7-yard line. 1st and goal, Los Alamitos.
And that time, Alonzo Esparza finding his safety valve, and Hayden Eligon, who was running across the formation on about a 5-yard route, gets him, and he uses his legs to run it all the way up into the red zone.
1st and goal, Los Al. Back to pass, throws looking for Eligon, jumps up, brings it in, touchdown Griffins! What a grab, Hayden Eligon.
And that's called being a man and wanting that football better than anybody. Eligon goes up, catches it with those 4XL hands, and comes down and just solidifies it into the end zone.
He's got Jerry Rice. He's got bigger hands than Jerry Rice, according to his dad, and I believe it. I shook his hands when he was on the coach's show, and I have not shaken anybody's hand since that's been that big since Jerry Rice. So Eligon used that big mitt. I think he brought that in one-handed. On to try the extra point. Benji Gamarnik, snap down, kick is up. It is good. So with 3:52 to go here in the first half, Los Alamitos 28 and Huntington Beach 13. What a grab out there by Hayden Eligon.
And a great response there for the Griffins offense, coming downfield and taking care of business.
That's quickly becoming becoming Alonzo Esparza's favorite target out there. Hayden Eligon is just got such a big target. Doesn't his big claim to fame or his big mantra is I don't drop any passes, and he was well covered on that one. Still went up and big boyed it and pulled it in. I know you got up standing up on that one, Justin.
He's not lying, man. I've dropped more passes in 2 practices than Eligon's dropped in his life.
I don't know if you got a chance to shake his hand, but I'll tell you, man, they're huge. Like swallowed me up. Like twice the size of my hands.
What's crazy, Ken, is there's a lot of samurai in that guy. He's very calm, collected, smart, and then he gets on the field and he's an absolute terror.
I love that. Samurai.
Yeah. It's that.
Oh, God. One of my favorite movies.
It's a very well-rounded guy.
Okay, McLaughlin approaches the ball, right-footed kicker, booms this one away, and goes into the end zone. Oh, didn't quite make it to the end zone. Goes out of bounds right at the 1, and it's going to flag the Griffins for kicking it out of bounds. Wow, it was a great kick.
Perfect kick.
Barely went to the left of the pylon over there, and it's going to be a penalty on Los Alamitos. And that'll give them the ball to the 35-yard line.
The word I was looking for, Ken, is Bushido. It's the code of the samurai, the code of the warrior, and it's something about not just being strong in your battle, but being strong in the family, being strong in the arts, being strong in the mind, and strong in the books. I think Hayden expresses all of those, and so do, I'd say 95% of this team at least, man. All these guys that I've met are just on the next level.
Okay. Yeah, I love The Last Samurai. Okay, trips out to the left side for Edmonds. Blitz coming, back to pass, throws quickly, complete, left side, and taken down right at the line of scrimmage was Hunter Gray. No gain on the play. As Edmonds got rid of it quickly, the Griffins were coming on a blitz, and it got picked up.
Yeah,
but he got rid of it quick.
Edmonds was smart to see that blitz coming. I'm not sure if he checked out of one play, but he definitely checked the ball down to his closest receiver so that he wasn't going to get hit. Gets the ball out to the receiver, then Isaiah comes up and makes a huge play just in the backfield, using his speed to get to that receiver and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Rubin, that is.
2nd down and 10. Trips out to the right side this time. Edmonds back to pass, sets up, throws, looking deep, looking for Gray, and goes incomplete. As Rubin that ball got lost in the lights. If he turns around, that's interception.
Interception, and Probably a run back, too. You know, when he gets the ball in his hands, he's pretty dangerous.
We had 3 Griffins over there next to him. That was an ill-advised pass there by Edmonds. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. 3:01 to go here in the first half. Los Alamitos 28, Huntington Beach 13.
And Los Alamitos really getting some new combinations of guys on the defensive line and in the linebacker set this week. Right now we've got out there Anthony League, Kamar Motudi, Iverick Kerrigan, and Jackson Regis at linebackers.
They got the quick guys out there, as our favorite guy, Foster Slaughter, in at safety as well. 3rd and 10. Edmonds back, looks left, throws, incomplete. And without any flags on the play, that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's Straw Terry in coverage on the right side.
Well, 3 and out for Huntington Beach, and the Griffins will get the ball back. Steele Kurtz back at his 20-yard line. Griffins coming to this game averaging 47 yards, 47 points a game, and giving up 21 on defense. Huntington Beach averages 24 a game on the scoring and gives up 19, but Griffins are well past that already. Kurtz, last time line drive kick. This one short off to the left side and goes out of bounds. Maybe a 20-yard kick total. And that's where the Los Al will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. 2:47 to go here in the first half. Griffins up 28-13.
The Griffins getting ready to go back out on offense.
Hey, you know what I noticed on our screen? The graphics are gone. The time and the score.
Well,
that was up there last time.
That's actually on. It's on right now on
it's
YouTube.
But we don't get that.
Yeah, you had it on my computer last time.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I'll have to bring that next time. Our screen here is direct to us. Live feed. YouTube's a little bit delayed, so.
Okay, well I'll take the live feed here. Okay, trips to the left side this time. Griffins on the ball again. League in the backfield. He gets it. Right side he goes. Crosses midfield. Charging 7-yard run there on 1st down for Anthony League.
Yeah, League looks like he's really got those legs back under him. Coaching staff did a good job of pedaling that to get that injury right, and League's back and healthy again.
2nd and 7, flag on the play. This is going to be against the Griffins as League takes a big hit and moves forward. The Griffins weren't quite set as the ball on the snap, so it's going to negate that 10-yard run there by Anthony League.
The League took a big hit there from the linebacker, but I think the linebacker took the majority of that hit because League ran him over.
I think that's
so much so that the mouthpiece popped out, and as he's running the football, he takes the mouthpiece and puts it back in.
Yeah, that's a
big league football right there.
I'm going to flag League for unnecessary roughness from a running back.
Likely.
Yeah, I want to say the Griffins weren't set on that before the snap, but we'll see. It's funny. Both teams they're not really moving. Oh, no, it's a substitution penalty against Huntington Beach, and that's going to be declined. So that big run by Anthony League will stand.
It looks like what happened there is Griffins got on the ball quick. Huntington Beach tried to substitute, and since the Griffins didn't substitute, they didn't have that extra time to do that.
1st and 10, Los Al at the 36 of Huntington Beach. Esparza quickly throws out. Elegon has it, makes one man miss, makes another, still on his feet, breaks a tackle, breaks a third, spins inside the 25, down to the 20-yard line. Hayden Elegon, oh my, samurai.
Hayden Elegon.
I love that.
Catching that wide receiver's screen, using the moves to make the first cornerback miss. Then he uses a spinneroonie 3 or 4 times to make 3 or 4 other guys miss.
1st and 10, Griffins at the 20. League, fake to him. Esparza keeps it, throws, almost intercepted. I think it bounced. Boy, that was fortunate as Alonzo Esparza trying to make something happen there and kind of do an underhanded flip to the receiver. And boy, lucky that didn't get intercepted.
He had one of those earlier this year that was successful, and that's why you get scared of those type of plays because then you think you can do it again. And that one, the ball stuck to his hand. It didn't come out cleanly.
2nd and 10. Esparza this time hands it to League. Left side he goes, 15. Breaks a tackle, breaks another inside the 10, still on his feet. Flag on the play. Yeah, as Anthony League takes hit after hit after hit down to the 7-yard line, but that flag is down at the 13-yard line. Here comes another flag.
That's somebody at their hands on their face tackling late on Anthony. I think the ref got the second one. The first one
And
could have been either way.
And there's a Huntington Beach Oiler down at the 21-yard line on the far side. So we'll see what these flags are all about. So we got holding against Los Alamitos. And then a dead ball, personal foul, also against Los Alamitos. So, wow. So now we're looking at second down and a mile. I really didn't see that second personal foul. I may be a little myopic, though.
I really don't like how this player is on the ground right now, Kent.
Yeah, he on the far side, he's just on his back, and I couldn't see who's doing it as Coach Brown walks on over to check out his player. We're going to take a timeout here and come back from commercial.
The Showdown Series hosts athletes from all over the western United States to come and compete in highly organized, efficiently run 7-on-7 and 5-on-5 tournaments with 100% CIF-trained officials. We pride ourselves on having tournaments that start on time, run on time, and stay on time. You can expect to complete pool play and single elimination playoffs all within 5 hours. The Showdown Media Group provides free content to each team and has recruiting services at all our tournaments, including 24/7 sports and national preps, which connects with over 270 colleges for our athletes. Catch us on the web at www.theshowdownseries.com.
Run down some scores here in a bit. Just to let you know, tonight is a rivalry night, as you've got the Battle of the Bay, Newport Harbor against Corona Del Mar, and you've also got the Battle of the Bell, or the Bell game, with Fountain Valley and Edison. Usually Edison has their way with Fountain Valley, but the Battle of the Bay has been owned by Corona Del Mar for I want to say 10 straight years. Newport Harbor, we're thinking they think this is their year.
I think so as well. I trust Newport Harbor has the talent to get it done. It's going to really come down to that coaching battle. Both sets of coaches, great coaches. Rooting right now, personally, for a friend of mine. They're the quarterback coach at Newport Harbor. So best of luck to that man. We won't have to say his name. We don't say his name anymore until off season. So
okay.
Me and him are into it right now online on Instagram because I posted Isaiah intercepting his quarterback and taking it back to the house.
You're a bad guy, Justin.
Fair enough, though. Isaiah got beat once. We beat him once. It was a fair thing for friends to do, right?
Yeah.
Why not? That's how we like to do things nowadays in the social media world. You take shots at your friends through football.
Ah, okay.
It's a special technique.
Beats politics, right?
Yeah, way better than politics. I tried to use that route, and it didn't work out for me. I was losing friends, Ken. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I would stay away from politics. It's really not the thing to go. Just a couple little notes here. Jackson Brown, linebacker for Huntington Beach, was the homecoming king last week for the Oilers. I understand he's not playing tonight. He's a little dinged up. So got. It's kind of cool when you're the homecoming king. I was never that, and I don't know. Were you?
I think I was a homecoming prince prior to. I think maybe it was sophomore, junior year. I wasn't never a king.
Wow.
I did win a couple things in junior high dances, though, because I had a very popular girlfriend at the time. So
Prince Justin. I love it.
So, Kent, right now we have Newport Harbor up on Corona Del Mar 14-7 live in the second quarter. And some other scores we have here, Sarah right now is up on Sierra Canyon. That's Sarah, number 16, against number 3, Sierra Canyon. 21-20. Sarah is leading that game. Sarah, remember, we played them to start the season in our scrimmage, and it was a very tough team. So we were 1 point, half with them, I guess you'd call it. It was a game. But now we got number 20 Servite up on number 7 Santa Margarita 22-14. That's one that I called this week. Was telling the friends I think Servite's going to pull that one out. It's a lot of good matchups there in the Trinity League. Right now we don't have an update on the Long Beach Poly score, but I imagine they're winning that one pretty well, playing against Compton. Losinger, who could be a Division II opponent likely down the line, is beating Inglewood right now 14-13. Inglewood, a very good team with a great program. These last few years, we've seen the Longstreets down there doing their thing. Upland is up right now on Chino Hills 21-7. We got Dana Hills up on Portola 26-7. University up on Woodbridge 21-13. Trabuco Hills on San Juan Hills 17-7. That might be a surprise to a few. St. John Bosco right now is leading J. Sarah Catholic 21-10. Bishop Amont with Eric Osorio, our former player over there, is up 14-3 on Chaminade. And
let's go back to that. Let's go back to that Sarah game. That would shake things up quite a bit. Especially for Division I. Right now, it looks to be like there's going to be there's talk about there being an 8-team Division I bracket this year. Last year there was 10, and the Griffins were part of that. They were the number 5 seed last year. This year the Griffins are currently in the number 14 spot, so there's not much chance the Griffins would vault over all the teams that are ahead of them to make it into the top spot. In fact, the Griffins are more than likely going to be in Division II this year, with San Clemente projected to be the number 1 seed in Division I. That's, again, big asterisk. We'll see how many teams are actually going to be in Division I. I'm having this conversation right now with quite a few other people, Justin, where San Clemente, where the top 4 teams in the section are actually within the top 11 nationally. You have 1 and 2, Mater Dei and Huntington, Mater Dei and St. John Bosco. The number 6 team is Sierra Canyon. Number 11 is Corona Centennial. And again, those I probably might have those flipped there, but those are that's a lot of firepower for one local division. And remember, these are the top teams in the nation, and that really belongs as their own bracket. That's a special bracket, and any other team trying to get up there, like for instance the number 5 team currently would have been Orange Lutheran, who just got smoked to like 55-18 against Mater Dei.
Yeah, I've got a few different ideas, Kent. I think that really with those top 4 teams, the way it's been the last about 8-9 years, we're talking Mater Dei, St. John Bosco, Corona Centennial. Any other year you could toss a 4th in there, but a lot of times it's 2 years ago with Noah Fafita and those guys at Servite, it was Servite. This year it could be the resurgence of a Sierra Canyon, somebody like that. But I really think that Division I is so special, so top heavy, that it could almost be like a bowl type thing where it's 4 teams getting 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
And playing each other in the semifinals, then playing each other in the finals. Because, what's the point, Kent? Mater Dei and Bosco are going to play every year prior to going into the playoffs and playing each other in the semifinals or the championship.
Uh-huh.
From there, you've got teams like Corona Centennial. They're not over here ducking the smoke. They go out and play Mater Dei every year pretty much as well, too, in the preseason.
Right.
Sierra Canyon, if they were that 4th one this year, or let's say that it was, whoever the 3rd one up is in the Trinity League, that team's going to be battle prepared as well because they've already played 2 of those teams. So let's give these guys 2 weeks of playoffs to practice, to know who they're going to play, just kind of like a college game because they're pretty much college teams.
Right.
And I think that would be a cool thing. It's just something I've come up with in my head. But then, Division II and on, we can go the 12, 16, however they want to do it. It's not a big deal. But it just really isn't fair, I think, this year to a team like Long Beach Poly. Long Beach Poly is having an amazing season.
Right.
They're clearly got the talent out there, to compete with anybody in Division II. But in my argument, they're very fringe Division I. They're going to have a very tough time against those top 3 or 4 teams. And, it's a similar position to what we were in last year where, you might get 1 win. Then you're going to go play the top of the top, and we're going to really see, what you're about. And, truthfully, I think Coach Barbie said it best this think it was after last game, to one of the reporters. He said, this is really when my quarterback's going to have to play like that Oregon recruit. He's going to have to level it up. And he's not lying, because for them to stand any chance in Division I this year after having such a great season, it would take an anomaly for them to really make a dent. It's just, you look at the team top to bottom in modern day, what I'm trying to say, Long Beach Poly is making the most out of their team this year. Modern day and St. John Bosco are just business as usual.
Right. No, absolutely right.
Yeah, so.
Now, Justin, you make a good point, and just so you know, it's not unprecedented. San Diego has a four-team bracket to, their
which
open
works
division.
Out perfect.
It absolutely does. And
that's how it should be. It should be open division, 4 teams, then Division I.
Right.
So Los Al's would sneak into Division I in a series like this as like probably the 10th to 12th seed, and then that's a live team.
Yep.
Los Al could be anybody else on there, and I'm not saying that on the one-off night that we can't take it to these big guys. We definitely have a lot of talent, but we've been out there against Mater Dei, we've been out there against St. John Bosco. We've continued to see that we're a few players away, and we're continuing to build on that. But in order to get there, I think it's huge that we get some experience this year in Division II playoffs and go on a good run ourselves. I think this team has what it takes to do something like that. Maybe they can't hit people as hard, or maybe during the playoffs, things will come around.
Well, Justin, here's the thing. You've got, when Mater Dei and Bosco play, they've got combined 72 guys on the field that have Division I offers. And in comparison, if you've got a great year, or a very good year, let me back up even further. At Fountain Valley, when we were back, calling games for the Barons, we had 0 guys with a Division I offer in 3 years. Yet they got 72 guys. Each team's got like 36 guys every year. Year after year, they've got these guys that are just coming out here. Last year, the Griffins had 5 guys with Division I offers, and that was like a great year. That was one of those years that's you reach the pinnacle. You've got as good as you're going to get. It was a record-breaking year for the Griffins.
Something we dreamed about for a long time.
Yeah, but we saw what happened when we got to play Mater Dei. It was like men against boys. They were deep at every position. They just got guy after guy that were dudes, and you just, when you have that much talent differential, you're not going to have a game. It's just not.
Brandon Baker, Aiden Breland.
Oh, Aiden Breland, that guy just committed to Oregon. Yeah.
Those guys are. Baker had. Which coach was in the building? There was another coach in the building last week. We had the Oregon coach in the building for them last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago, and another coach. I want to say, Texas A&M coach there. Head coach, and they're looking at those guys, Aiden Breland, Brandon Baker. Mater Dei has a guy at every position. More so has 2 or 3 guys at every position with those Division I offers, and so does Bosco. And you see this, Ken. Hayden Elegon, definitely a guy out there for Bosco last year. Didn't get a whole lot. Jackson Regas, another guy. They come over here, absolute studs. And it's like, you can kind of see why there's guys second string that you don't see on the field at Bosco or Mater Dei much that are going to go play Division I, because they come over here and the skill speaks for itself. The talent level is huge there. They compete hard, and we have a ton of respect for both of those teams. Obviously, that's where everybody wants to be, is at the top of the national rankings, right? But nonetheless, just really